Oh, that's a good one, dude. Woo! Nail it. Come here, Big Shirley. Come here, Big Shirley. Yeah. Look at them eyes, boy. Be quiet, Limp Biscuit. Of course I'd catch one. Look how he ate that spinnerbait. Come on. I need my glasses so I can talk. All right, so let's talk spinnerbaits. Right now, the water temps are anywhere from 57 to 60 degrees. I came out today, I found it 57 to 60. I've been seeing a lot of bait, especially like up on the banks. That means the dinner bell is ringing for those fish to move up shallow and then just smash a spinnerbait. I'm actually meeting one of my good buddies out here. He does the Dude Let's Fish stickers, okay? So I owe him a favor. He's coming out here with his Garmin, and he just got live scope on it, and I'm gonna show him how to set it up the way I have it and the way that my buddy Billy, everybody knows Buddy Billy, the way he showed me how to set it up. But before I do that, let's talk spinnerbaits real quick. Now, I love throwing a spinnerbait, especially this time of the year. 55 to 60 degree water temp. You know what? Hell with the water temperature. All right, I like throwing a spinnerbait whenever I feel like throwing a spinnerbait. They're fun to throw. I like them because it's a target-oriented bait. You can catch some freaking giant fish on them, and I love seeing those fish come out of the trees and just smoking it, man. I'm just gonna tell you what my setup is. Normally on my spinnerbait, now I've been throwing this kind of spinnerbait for probably ever since I started like tournament fishing back in the day, which I really don't do anymore. But this is a Hunter Creek spinnerbait. It's got the Burlow blades on it. Shane Burlow lives in Northern Virginia. I think he won the All-American one year or something like that. Good fisherman. But I got turned on to these spinnerbaits when I worked at Gander Mountain back in the day. I don't know, when my kids were first born. But this spinnerbait, it's a light wire spinnerbait. It's got the finesse head on it. So this is a 1/2 ounce. The way that they designed this head is so the weight, that spinnerbait is bent. Always, it's tip right there. Always check your wire, make sure you're running true. That arm's bent all to crap. That one that I just caught thrashed it. So, but back to the head, this head, it's like a hidden weight head. So you don't have that big head that's just showing up in front of the skirt. It's a smaller bullet style finesse head, and I'm gonna hit this tree, and then the rest of the weight is up underneath the skirt. Now, some people like throwing trailer hooks, some people don't. I do. I always throw a trailer hook on spinnerbait. Like, some fish will come up and just kind of swipe at them, but if you got that trailer hook on there, you're gonna get them. It might be in the guts, but you know what? They should have ate it and stopped playing. All right. The type of line that I use is Sunline Shooter. This is 20-pound test. I've always thrown 20-pound tests for my spinnerbaits. Just because it's moving so fast, and you know, you can slow roll them. It just depends. Like right now in the springtime, I just like burning it. And if it's a cold front or something that comes through, then I will slow roll it. But most of the time, I just kind of throw it out there. Medium to medium fast retrieve. But Sunline 20-pound shooter is what this is, and I'm throwing this on a Denali 7-foot medium heavy. Now this is the worm jig rod, but it's the N3 series. I like this for a spinnerbait. You don't want something that's really stiff when throwing a spinnerbait. Your worm rod will do, your jig rod will do. You know, you don't want a broomstick, but you don't want a cranking stick. The reel that I use, this is the Lew's Smash, and it's a 7:3-to-1 gear ratio. Is that what I say? I'm sorry, it's a 7:5-to-1. My bad. I was off by 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. This reel, like I said, I burn it. I can slow this down if I need to. Some people throw it on a 6:4-to-1 or 6:3-to-1 or 6:1-to-1, whatever the gear ratio is. I like a 7 because I like to be able to, like I said, I like burning it sometimes and just getting that bait out there and getting it back, because I think a spinnerbait, especially the way I fish it in laydowns and around docks and stuff, it's more of a reaction bite than a finesse type bite. So old Buck taught me this: if you have a wind blown bank, that's when you want to kind of slow roll it. You want to throw it out there and let it get just a little bit below the surface. And he always told me, get it to where you can barely see the blades shimmering. And then that's when you just want to start slowly rolling it. And we caught, I don't know how many we caught. I think we had 12 in the live well in that tournament. We was only supposed to have 10. Go out right now and put a spinnerbait rod on your deck, your boat, or a pond. It don't matter, because like I said, the shad's up on the banks running. You know, they're getting active, and these fish are trying to fatten up because they're getting ready to go lay down. All right, they're getting honey. They got that love bug in them, wanting to go out and paint the town a little bit. So, you know, they're coming out of their winter feeding. I really don't know what they're doing winter time. Yeah, who knows? If I was you, I would be throwing a spinnerbait like right now. Windy days are perfect. Target some of these back pockets. Bluffs are a good place to throw a spinnerbait, and you don't have to parallel a bluff. You can just throw it right to it, getting about 20 foot of water. Throw it up on there. Those fish move up and down on these bluffs. I really can't say anything about other spinnerbaits because this is just about the only one I've ever thrown. Guy Eaker did give me like 4 or 5 of the spinnerbaits that he makes, and they have like a 3-blade deal on them, and they're a really thin wire. I do like them. War Eagle's a good spinnerbait. Nichols is a great spinnerbait, but I'm just, you know, I'm accustomed to the Hunter Creek spinnerbaits. I've got tons of these and I love them. Burlo blades is the deal. So damn fatty boy. Look at this. No. It took pretty good. It's another good one. Right there. All right, so there you have it. That's my little spinnerbait tip for you today, and what I throw, what kind of spinnerbait, line size, all that good stuff. But I will say the spinnerbait bite did die off, and I think that whole spinnerbait deal is shad based, because there was some shad up running the banks. They were flipping this and that. When you start seeing shad flipping behind your spinnerbait, hold the you know what on, because you're getting ready to get trucked. But unfortunately that bite kind of died out for me, and then I started throwing a crankbait, started catching them. But I went throwing a square bill, and I went throwing a medium diver. I was throwing a deep diver, but you know, I seen fish in 16 to 20 foot of water, and that's what I started throwing. And, you know, so that's just a little bonus. We'll get into crankbaits a little bit later, and not the rock crawler, deep diving crankbaits. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Catch me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You know the deal about Twitter. Till next time, we'll catch you on that flip flop.